we've left Forest City and we're driving on to Little Rock and then on to more of Arkansas. Arkansas is very rural. We had to drive about 20 miles from our hotel to be in the next town.
There's a lot of French names here. There was a river that was called the Cache River, that's C-A-C-H-E.
There's more cotton here.
This is Biscoe. See, on the map it looks like this is all sort of grey and populated, but really this is just denoting the area that the town is in. It doesn't mean that it's not still lots of fields. So this is a drinking water protection area. I don't know what that means. Yes, and like a lot of cities, it's got one of those little towers. We're going to go into Mac's IGA Old Country store. We're in Biscoe.
What's it like living in Arkansas?
Well, it just depends on where you're at in Arkansas, but Arkansas is very peaceful in most areas.
Okay.
And that's a good thing. Something I wanted to ask is, why is it called Arkansas and not Arkansas? Isn't it just Arkansas?
Can you answer that? I think it's either. It just depends on the difference of people that you ask.
Right.
People on the news do. A bus driver. We went to Maine on a Greyhound and we called it Arkansas.
And would
I think
everyone
it just
in
depends
Arkansas
on-
call it Arkansas?
Yes. Basically, yes.
We've seen this a lot here. If I was to guess, because this place used to be owned by the French, the locals still eat frog's legs. Hello, could we have a chicken on a stick, please?
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's southern, we're going to have fried catfish. We have fried catfish, fillets, and whole.
The other thing is, we went to a Chinese restaurant and they had an American section on the menu that said frog's legs.
We sell them. I don't like them, but yes, that is.
Is that a
lot of
local
people-
thing as well?
Yeah.
You call a bag a sack?
It's just a southern thing too.
I'm going to try catfish, which is very popular in the south. It's not bad.
And I'm going to have chicken, which is a thing everywhere on earth. I'm going to have this ketchup, and you can either tear the top and use it like a bottle, or peel the bottom and use it as a dip. Only in America. This is huge. This costs like $2 or something. That's something off the Flintstones. That's quite funny. Most of the interstates, I was surprised to find, are only 2 lanes on each side, meaning that if one truck tries to overtake another truck, then that's it for 10 minutes, that everyone has to drive slowly.
There's a truck on the other side, coming over there.
Yeah. The giant adverts on the side of the road, all over the states. They're different ones in different states, but this is just typical that they have adverts for Subway in 100 miles.
I believe we are on the outskirts of Little Rock, Arkansas, which is famous for being the place where Bill Clinton started off as a politician, and he was the governor of this state. That was for injury lawyers. You can really put anything on a billboard here.
I think we're nearly in the centre, but wasn't this somewhere that Bill Clinton revitalised?
Apparently. Yes.
Where's the Little Rock? This is the centre of town.
There's a park here. Parks are always good.
We've been driving around and we can't really find anywhere.
Another Martin Luther King Boulevard, and there is the Arkansas State Capitol.
I think we found the Little Rock. Oh, it's a boulder. It's 20 tonnes and made of granite. Okay, this isn't true, but I'm going to say it anyway. This is the Little Rock in No, that's Little. Look,
Maybe
that's the Little Rock that it's named after. And it's not true, but it's also a fact. It's made of bauxite. Okay, I'm happy. This is an eternal flame, which I didn't know that was a thing other than, well, there was a song. But I've never seen one of these. Jess's head's on fire. No, it's just the eternal flame of freedom. This is the State Capitol building. And that's Capitol with an O, not an A. We're at another yard sale. They have a gun. I think it might just be a BB gun.
What's a really hot day in Arkansas?
Really hot days, over 100. How cold does it get here? The typical would be around freezing.
What's it like to live around here?
Good town,
Right.
good city.
Yeah.
State.
Is this the main city?
Fayetteville is bigger than Little Rock. Northern part of Arkansas is really nice.
Okay.
Eureka Springs, all up in there. You know what country people? You know what that means?
I know, like there's
Like just
country
ordinary.
music.
Like just ordinary.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this a
Casual.
very rural state?
Right.
Also, why is it called Arkansas and not Arkansas?
Because we're just backwards. I'm not from here. I'm from North Hollywood, California. I'm only here because my grandparents are from here, taking care of them. I got stuck here. It's all good. I'm a California girl.
Why not live in Arkansas then?
Boring.
Okay.
Nothing to do unless you want to go to the movies, or if you like mud riding, unless you like bugs.
The lady there started saying there was nothing here to do. I'm beginning to see what she meant. Then we've only given this a little go. This just isn't popping for me. We have driven 10,000 miles. We're now back in the big forest.
We are in the outskirts of Hot Springs, Arkansas, which is apparently the boyhood home of Bill Clinton.
There's some hot
Oh
springs.
yes, and that is a hot spring.
Rehabilitation centre. I wonder if they use springs.
Downtown area of Hot Springs. It does have some baths.
There's some kind of walk. Yeah, it's fairly hot. There's steam coming from it. We're giving up. We're driving. Is this it? Is this the hot springs?
He's had a great spell, he said.
Oh, by the way, you're on YouTube. Say hello.
Oh, hey! Hello, world! God loves you and so do I.
Yeah, you can see the steam coming out. It's hot. They say it's 140-some degrees temperature.
Ow. That's quite hot. Those ladies were from Memphis, Tennessee. The parking attendants in Memphis, they told us that that's all a big scam.
As you suspected.
It looked like a scam. Yeah, so we saw a bit of water. That counts as a hot spring. I think we're going to go. We're on the Hot Springs Drive. This is the route we're taking. It's quite good, this. I think we're at the top of this hill. Didn't find any springs. Right, we're now actually at the top of the hill. It's quite nice. We're repainting the
Pagoda.
Right, okay. It's sort of quite humid here.
You get like 98% humidity here.
Oh.
I'm originally from California.
So what brought you to Arkansas?
My mom, her mother lived here. She came out here, got out of the military. I came out here and I said, well, I'm not going to go back to that rat race in California. Here you can buy a lake home for like $300,000. Out in California, a 1,400 square foot house costs you about $600,000.
We have just briefly stopped here because this is the boyhood home of Bill Clinton. He was America's 43rd best president. The place we were going to spend the evening, which was Pine Bluff, was voted the most violent small town in America.
49,000 and it had 18 murders last year.
That's basically so one of the residents kills another resident every 3 weeks. Or maybe it's seasonal, but we're not going to find out. This is a hard state to drive in. It's all a bit fiddly and difficult to navigate.
We've had trouble finding places to stay.
That's, I think, is a prison. I saw a sign saying, don't pick up hitchhikers because this is a penitential area. There's just nothing here. A lot of abandoned buildings here. We are in what I hope is called Dumas. Custom guns.
Oh, that's fun.
That looks like a supermarket. This sort of got the look of the grocery store. We're in Dumas. So we're finally in our room. The day's in Dumas. It's good. We've got a sofa, nice bed, and it looks fine. Night night.